I really enjoyed the first episode that we did. You guys not so much because I don't think no one really watched it. Welcome back, Figz followers, and welcome back to Figz Vidz After Dark. This is a video series where I pretty much just chat. We're going to talk about all things that's coming up on the channel, Saturday night's main event, and yeah, just really talk wrestling. I really enjoyed the first episode that we did. You guys not so much because I don't think no one really watched it. But hopefully as time goes on, more people will watch it and it becomes sort of like a regular series on the channel. So what's coming up on the channel? Well, there is a few things coming up. Now, the first thing that's coming up is my SummerSlam Triple H figure review. That should come out at some point this week. I've done the review. I'm just really ready to post it, really. And what a great looking figure it was. You'll see it in the review, on the review video, but I was really blown away. You know, the majority of my collection is Undertaker and Kane's, but I'm slowly starting to push out to other figures. And I have had Triple H figures in the past, but it's been a while. It has been a while, and yeah, just really shocked at just how good it was. So stay tuned for that video. That will come later on in this week. And today I went out, not on a toy hunt, but I was passing B&M's, and I've been thinking for a couple of days now, what else can I do to bring a little bit of variety to the channel? And I think I'm going to try my hand at stop motion. Now, I know it's going to be a little bit tricky, and I'm probably going to be, you know, at the bottom of the pile when it comes to, you know, what other people are doing, because some of them are so good, and I'm definitely not at that level. But in order to do that, I felt I needed some sort of ring. Now, you could go out and buy the elite scale ring, but you're talking about 170, 150 pounds new. Even second hand, you're looking at about 100. So I thought, well, John, I'm just going to get one of those, you know, smaller, normal sized rings, just to see, you know, play my hand at it and see what I can do. And I did pick one up, and I picked it up from B&M's, and it was an absolute bargain. So this is the ring. So it's just your normal main event ring. So, you know, no bells and whistles. You know, there's no real accessory to it. There's no figures. But £10, £10, an absolute bargain. And I can use it for figure reviews. I can use it for the stop motion. Yeah, so there's a few ideas that I've got, and for £10, I thought this was just an absolute bargain. So we're going to be unboxing this in a video, again, probably this week. And yeah, we can give it the full review treatment. And then hopefully we're going to start some stop motion. So be kind to me because, again, I've never done it before. So it could be an absolute disaster. But yeah, that is coming up on the channel. And then finally, probably towards the latter end of the week, maybe, I'm going to do I can't call it a room tour because I don't have a room. I have a shelving unit. So we're going to have a shelving unit tour, and we're just going to have a look at all the figures in my collection in one video and just pan it across. I've recently tidied it all up. As you can imagine, when you're doing all these figure reviews and taking the figures out to do, you know, whatever you may be doing with them, it gets messy. And it was really messy. There was figures everywhere. So today I did take some time to really sort of like neaten it out. So I'm really pleased with how it looks right now. So we're going to do one whole video just looking at the whole entire collection. And if there's any figures in the collection that you want to see, then just let me know. And then we can do a review of those later on down the line. So that is what's coming up on the channel in the weeks to come. And then next up, I want to talk about Saturday night's main event. So that was, of course, just this weekend. A good show. You know, I don't think it was anything really special. There was no real surprises, but it was a good, solid show. You had 4 matches on there, and all 4 sort of delivered really in their own way. Cody Drew was good. You know, I really wanted a Drew win, and of course he didn't win. But the way Cody won was a little bit iffy. So I'm assuming they have another match, maybe even bring Orton in. So that could be potentially a freeway. at Survivor Series. But they just really got to be careful with Drew. They can't keep giving him the losses. So as much as I love Cody, and I think Cody's great, and I think he's a great face for the company, I really wish they would have given it to Drew. Even if Cody wins it back in a couple of months' time, it still would have served the purpose in just bringing a little bit more freshness, which I think they sort of desperately need right now. But overall, it was a solid match. Tiffany versus Jade, a little bit of a squash match. I'm a big fan of Jade. I think she's really, really good. I think she's got a great look. So I'm happy they gave her the title. And it'd just be interesting to see where she goes from here. I'm assuming the ultimate plan is for a Jade Bianca match at WrestleMania, which I think will be an absolute banger. It's just really, where does she go between now and April? And what sort of rivalries they're going to put her in. So they need to keep her strong. So that'd be sort of interesting to see where they go there. The triple threat I thought was actually really fun with Penta, Dominic and Rusev. Some really, really funny moments in that match, and I really enjoyed it. The moment where Rusev had Penta in the submission and Dominic run the bell, I thought that was great. I thought that was an absolute genius idea, and it actually threw me off. I thought, oh my God, they've given the win to Rusev, and of course they didn't. So that was a really, really, really good moment. And a really, really solid match. And then it ended off with CM Punk versus Jey Uso. The right man won. I think CM Punk was the rightful winner there. I'm assuming they're going to go probably Punk LA or Punk versus Bron Breakker. I think that is probably the next route for him. Not quite sure where Jey goes from here. Does he, again, follow that heel arc and go and take on his brother again? Who knows? But yeah, it's interesting to see where different storylines are going. But overall, I thought the show was really quite good. Yeah, really, really solid. So it was a Saturday night's main event. So I didn't expect huge surprises and big moments because it's not on ESPN. So they're going to keep all those big moments in their own episodes where they can charge you big bucks. So that was no surprise. But we also did get the announcement that John Cena is, of course, having his final match at Saturday night's main event in December. And they're holding a 16-man tournament to decide who will be his last opponent. And now what's interesting about that, of course, is that it doesn't have to be from WWE. It could be outside of Raw or SmackDown. It could be someone from NXT. It could be someone from TNA. It could be someone from AEW. I doubt it. But, there's the names that are floating around. Of course, you've got Edge, maybe. Jericho, maybe. I think it's going to be Gunther, ultimately. And I can see that's the direction they're probably going to go. But 16-man tournaments are good. They're engaging, and it will keep the interest. So I'm heavily invested to see who John Cena's final opponent will be, and I'm looking forward to the route we're going to get there. So overall, I think it's been a solid week in wrestling, a solid week for us over at Figz Vidz. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy some of the videos we got upcoming on the channel. And yeah, just really wanted to say thank you for all the support you guys have shown me, and watching the videos, watching the shorts, and I just want to let you know it doesn't go unnoticed. Every single subscription, every single like. I'm at the stage now where every one means a lot. I'm always checking it every day to see how I'm doing. Are things going up? And slowly but surely they are. So I really do appreciate that. But guys, let me know if there's anything you want to talk about in these Figz Vidz After Dark. Then leave it in the comments. And next week we'll do just that, and we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. But that pretty much does me for now. So you guys, as you know, stay figure hunting. Bye for now.